I'm just saying maybe you shouldn't sneak off to Russia to clap cheeks with the booty call that you met in South Korea. A United States Army soldier, a staff sergeant, gosh, dang it, NCOs, why are we not policing up ourselves, has been arrested in Russia after flying away there, intentionally flying to Russia, a place we might have issues with right now, to try and rekindle a relationship he had with a woman that he met while he was deployed in South Korea. You know, a lot of stereotypes be flying around about brand new privates getting married to strippers because it's the first woman they see that shows them an inkling of attention. But wow, NCOs really know how to take charge and lead the way when it comes to doing stupid shit for love. Because there's a little bit more in this story, like a wife, maybe some espionage that you can clearly see happening, and we're gonna break that down. But first, a word from our sponsor, Fume. You know, cold turkey is delicious on sandwich, but it is hard for breaking bad habits. And they look at that problem in a different way. Not everything in a bad habit is wrong, so instead of a drastic, uncomfortable change, why not just remove the bad from the habit? Fume is an innovative, award-winning air-flavored device that only does that. No electronics, totally natural. No vapor, just flavored air, and instead of harmful chemicals, you get all-natural, delicious flavors. And if you're fidgety while breaking those bad habits, you can fidget with Fume. Click it, tick it, turn it. In and out, in and out. Ooh, a lot of things go in and out. It's even got a handsome base, so you can stick your Fume on there and twizzle it around like a adult fidget spinner. It looks good and it's magnetized, so it's not gonna be rolling off the table. Join Fume and accelerate your healthy breakup with bad habits. So click the link below or go to tryfume.com/angrycops and get 10% of your journey pack right now. Or you can scan the QR code. It's that simple. All right, everybody, gather around. Let's all meet Staff Sergeant Black. This is Staff Sergeant Black, a 34-year-old infantryman who oddly enough can take the most awkward photo I think a grown man could ever take. And if you can't tell already from the photo that he takes, as if he's some 40-plus-year-old woman on Facebook, they love those upshots. It's all they take is camera up here looking up at it like they're about to blow their ex-husband back into their lives. Give me one more chance. Oh, I mean, come on. What grown man takes a photo like this? We already knew things were messed up for Black the second that they decided to use this as the photo. The amount of cringe that I'm getting from this photo just reeks of I make bad decisions around women. / what about my hug? Anywhoosie, to continue in the most ridiculous stereotypes that a U.S. Army soldier or military member could have, while married, great job. I don't know if they were going through a divorce, but they are now, and stationed in South Korea, decided he'd start having a girlfriend with a Russian lady that came down to visit and do some stuff. Probably not espionage and sleep with local soldiers to try and get information for the Russian government. No, probably not that.
Who are you, baby? Ivana. Ivana Humpalot. And I've on a toilet made out of solid gold, but it's just not in the cards now, is it?
Once again, while married, Staff Sergeant Black decides, oh, look, a little Russian lady. She's really nice. They hit it off while he's down there in Korea. And then she decides, you know what? I don't want a part of a guy that takes photos like this of himself anymore. Understandably so. And decides to hightail it back off to Mother Russia. Wow, Staff Sergeant Black is just sitting here looking around with his dick in his hand, saying, boy, I sure wish this was being stroked by a beautiful Russian girl again. And in the middle of him being complete, finishing his tour in Korea and going back to Texas, where his new station's going to be, he says, hey, I'm gonna go on a little vacation for a couple days. Not unheard of, pretty normal, right? If you're moving from one post to another, there's usually some leeway time. So you can take a couple days off. You can plan a vacation, a short one. You can get all your moving and packing and planning done during that time. Well, some of it. But what was the brilliant idea that Staff Sergeant Black had? Well, it was to fly up to Russia to try and get his girl back. You know, flying through China.
Donald Trump, don't trust China. China is asshole.
To Russia to see his beautiful blonde boo and try and rekindle a relationship that they had. Well, you know, that could be seen as an issue because, you know, the whole us supplying Ukraine with a shit ton of aid as it's directly in combat with Russia kind of thing is happening. He must have forgot that, right? Somebody thought, with his helmet warrior down there and just decided to shoot off into another country and didn't much so worry about the implications.
Because of the implication.
Oh.
The implication, of course, being that if you go into Russia, there is a good chance that you might not come out. Right, Miss Grinder? Who's the tall lesbian basketball player? She knows what I'm talking about. And almost as if it was planned, the moment that Staff Sergeant Black gets in Russia to see his little Russian filly, well, wouldn't you know, there is a domestic issue. He ends up stealing a couple hundred rupees, which is like Monopoly money, and then leaves her home, apartment, whatever it is, to go back to his hotel and then fly home. But wait! Knock, knock, knock. There's the Russian police saying, hey.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
KGB.
KGB?
We will ask the questions.
What the hell was that?
You stole a couple rupees from your girl. That's what she's saying. And oh my gosh, are you an American soldier? Oh no, you're a flight risk. You should definitely be held indefinitely for your crime of stealing some shit that I don't even know if was stolen. That doesn't sound like a setup. Now things have somewhat ended and the staff sergeant has pled guilty to the theft. I don't know how long he's gonna be in prison for, if there's a fine or not, but awesome, great. An idiot flew into Russia to meet his side piece and then stole money off of her dresser, got picked up by the Russian version of the Luftwaffe, and now he's gonna be jailed or have to pay a fine because no one saw that coming. You sad selfie-taking man. He looks like he wears a furry outfit or has been taken advantage of the dog mask major. Either way, you're now brought up to speed on maybe not traveling to Russia, as the United States State Department is heavily suggesting that you don't, which, once again, duh. Fucking duh. The best way to support the channel is get yourself a shirt. I've also got flags. I got them on pre-order right now, so you're saving a couple bucks if you get them before we get them in. So you can do that at angry-cops.com. Link in the description below. Cheapest way to support the channel is to leave a comment. Tell me what you think about Staff Sergeant Black here and his gross selfie. And whether or not you think this is a honeypot or this dumb idiot decided to take 50 bucks off of her dresser and now he's fucking paying for a whole bunch of dumb life decisions. That's true. Oh, and Brandon Herrera. If you're in Texas, vote for Brandon Herrera. I think the 20th of May, this month, couple days. He's going against Tiny Balls Tony, Congressional District 23. All right. See you next time, weirdos. Like they're about to blow their ex-husband back into their lives. Oh.